spraying this tailgate for my dad's truck just to get a little practice with the gun. I haven't painted in a while. And before I go paint the Lincoln, I'd like to have a little time behind the gun. I mixed this up. Well, I had a buddy mix it up at work. It's Aqua Base Nexa brand paint. So it's waterborne paint. My first time spraying a waterborne paint. It lays out really nice at first. Takes forever to flash off. I mean, this has been a half an hour. I've waited and it was still shiny when I came back out in the garage. So I had to run some air over it. I think in a home garage, waterborne really isn't. It definitely isn't worth it. And then it looks really blotchy when it's flashing. It looks like you missed a bunch of spots. Color gets a lot darker once it flashes. So all that is a little learning curve for me, but it's looking all right. Getting ready to put a second coat on now. There it is, coat number 2. I probably don't even need this thing since it's waterborne, but I'm used to wearing one when I'm painting, and I don't know for sure that I don't need it, so I'm going to wear it. But even after spraying all that, it doesn't smell funny in here. It doesn't hurt your lungs. It's probably a lot healthier. Well, they say it's healthier. Who really knows? Still a bunch of crap in it. The second coat looks really good when you lay it out. And it'll look like this, at least in my garage, for about 45 minutes by itself. There was a few spots on it when I came out after half an hour that were kind of dry, but not a lot. I wouldn't use it again in the garage, but it's what we use at work. It's cheaper than going to the parts store and getting a pint of paint. Just going to use my cheap clear on it, which hopefully will look okay. My gun seems to be painting pretty well. Iwata LPH 400 1.3. I bought it just for clear a few years ago when I used to do a lot of painting in my garage, and I abused it. Wasn't very good at cleaning it out. Got kind of lazy about that, and it just started to paint like any gun would that you're just not careful with. So I kind of threw it in the drawer, and then I took it to work one day. 62-year-old painter. I gave it to him. He's been doing it for a long time. I gave him the gun, and he cleaned it all out, and he started using it, and he was telling me it works really well and sprays out real nice. So he cleaned it all up for me and gave it back to me, which I really appreciate. And this is my first time using it again, probably in, probably 4 years. And it's spraying really nice. That's how I remember it spraying when I first got it. You just got to be careful with it, like anything. You got to keep it clean. So yeah, I'm gonna let this thing flash off for the next 4 or 5 days, I guess, is what it takes, and put another coat on it. 18 hours later, it's finally dry. No, I just let it sit overnight, as you can probably tell by the light shining through the windows. I was expecting to have this thing painted, cleared and everything in a couple hours, and it took like 3.5, 4 hours just to put 3 coats of paint on it, so that's way too long for me. I got some clear in the gun. This is usually where things are going to go bad, if things are going to go bad, is when you start spraying clear. I haven't sprayed clear in a long time, so I hope everything goes well, especially because I don't want to have to redo this. So I guess we'll just get right into it and hope for the best. Lots of dirt. As you can see by the garage, clear coat throws off a lot of overspray. So you definitely need the mask. So the reason I got the towel wrapped around here is because last night when I was spraying, I had some issues with moisture in the lines. And it was starting to kind of, you can hear it hissing. So my fittings are leaking a little bit, and it was kind of bubbling out of there. So I just wrapped that up just as a safety. I didn't want it to drip water down on it. This morning, well, it's like 4:30. Check my watch. It's about 4:30. I don't have as much moisture in the lines right now. I think last night it was just starting to get really cold, and the compressor had been running all day. So we'll let this tack up, probably be 15-20 minutes, and then come back in and hit it with another coat. So there it is. Final coats of clear on it. Did 2 full wet coats of clear. Looks pretty good besides the dust and the trash that got into it, you can see. But that's kind of par for the course when you're working in a garage, especially a garage that's like this. I mean, you can do a lot of things to try to help avoid that in a home garage, like wetting down your floor and all that, but having this project in here with another project, it was really hard to do that. And plus, it's still winter here, so I got a lot of excuses on why there's dust in there, but there's things you can do to avoid it, but a little wet sanding and buffing will take out most of those. I put the decal back on it. That was kind of a pain. It's got basically tape covering the entire thing. So that's kind of fun to put on by yourself. Putting the latches back in it. I'm going to put the handle back in it. And then we'll get it on the truck. So I'll get a picture of it when it's on the truck, all done. There it is. Victory red.